Boys! Ceiling MMA here. Today, I'm going to be giving you my predictions for UFC 306 at the Sphere. One of the most disappointing events of the year. Honestly, they just kind of gave us a mid-card when Dana promised it was going to be like a once-in-a-lifetime event, and he spent 16 million on getting some Hollywood camera crew, which no one cares about. We just want good fights. But yeah, I'm going to predict this event. Now, first up, we have a fight that's actually got me questioning why it's on the main card. I mean, really, man? Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Ode Osborne. Look, I'm gonna go Ronaldo Rodriguez by a round 1 rear naked choke in this fight. Ode Osborne is 4-5 in the UFC. He's lost by a rear naked choke multiple times, but he's actually coming off a loss to rear naked choke right now. Ronaldo Rodriguez is coming off a win by rear naked choke. Neither of these guys are great, but Rodriguez is kind of a prospect, and he's just better, so yeah. Alright, next up we've got Daniel Zahuba versus Esteban Rivovic. I'm gonna go with Daniel Zahuba by unanimous decision. This is another fight that shouldn't really be on the main card of an event that's been promised to be this big, maybe high prelims. Zahuba won his last fight by outclassing Francisco Prado with his reach, and although he has a smaller reach advantage here, it's still pretty big. 6-inch reach is no joke. Rivovic they've both lost once in the UFC. I don't think Rivovic is that great. I think Zahuba's pretty good, and from what I've seen, Zahuba's done a bit more on the ground, so I don't think Rivovic is going to have a mad advantage there, Zahuba's actually got an anaconda choke finish in his second to last fight, I think. So I'm going to go with him via a unanimous decision, either 30-27 or 29-28. Alright, getting on to a fight that people actually give a shit about. I've got Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes. Now I'm going to be going with Diego Lopes by a unanimous decision here, despite what Bedtime MMA has been saying. Look, if this was a 5-rounder, I'd be going with Brian Ortega because I don't think Lopes' style is sustainable over 5 rounds, which is why I don't think he's going to become the champion of the division anytime soon. But so far, apart from his fight with the Pedo Movsarevloev, where they had a war, even though Diego Lopes was fighting one of the best prospects on short notice, Diego Lopes has looked unstoppable, He beat Dan Ige, and both were on short notice there, but Ige didn't actually have to weight cut, because it was very, very short notice, 4 hours. He knocked out Sadiq Youssef, and he's had other wins earlier in his career over, I can't even remember, I won't lie, don't call me a casual for that. He's very powerful, he's got good boxing in the clinch, and Ortega isn't a great wrestler, If he goes into the clinch and looks for a jiu-jitsu takedown or a sweep or a trip, then there's a very good chance that Lopes is just going to catch him with a nasty uppercut because he has good clinch boxing. And I think Diego Lopes is going to drop Brian Ortega in the first round. I don't think he's going to knock him out. And I think he'll have a good second round too, and then maybe slow down in the third, which Brian will win. But I don't think, Diego Lopes is an amazing grappler too, and I don't think Brian Ortega is going to submit Diego Lopes in the third round after Lopes wins the first 2. So yeah, Diego Lopes unanimous decision, either 29-28 or maybe 29-27, depending on how they score the first round. Alright, on to the co-main event. We've got a women's flyweight title fight here, Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko. I'm going to go with Alexa Grasso by unanimous decision. 3 unanimous decisions in a row, I know. Valentina's 36, she's only getting older. Alexa's 31. She's getting slower. She hasn't looked as good in her last, honestly, 3 fights. I mean, Talia Santos' fight was kind of a robbery. Not mad, but it was very close, too close. Then the fight after that, Grasso submitted her, and then it was a draw, though I do think Valentina actually won that. Grasso's powerful for WMMA and the best boxer in WMMA, and I think she's going to drop Valentina like she did in the second fight. And I think she might drop her multiple times, Having a style on the feet like Grasso's, it's good because she's good at finding chins, so it's going to be good against an aging opponent like Valentina. And I think she's going to win either 3-2 or 4-1. And even if this fight is close, even if you could arguably score it to Valentina, they're going to find a way to either give Grasso the win or the draw, because it's a Mexican Independence Day themed event, and I just feel like they're more likely to give it to Grasso if it goes to a close decision. Alright lads, next up we got the main event, Sean O'Malley vs Merab Dvalishvili. Now before I actually predict this, I do want to say I'm not predicting the prelims for this event. I just want to predict the main card, to be honest. That's what I have the time to do. I was going to like maybe go into depth with one prelim, and I might do that when I predict 307 or 308, because those are actually good cards, but like nothing really interests me about the prelims in this fight. You know, Raul Rosas Jr. is basically a lock for his fight. That's all I'm really going to say. So yeah, Sean O'Malley, I'm going to pick him to KO Merab Dvalishvili in the second round. Merab got wobbled by Henry Cejudo, not as good of a striker as Sean, not as powerful as Sean, and almost finished by Marlon, who once again isn't as good of a striker or as powerful as Sean O'Malley. And if you look on screen, I said the way Merab sets up takedowns is similar to Aljo. Now I'm not saying he's a similar grappler to Aljo, because he isn't, but the way they set up takedowns, they like to come in with like a 1-2, like a running 1-2, and then shoot for the double leg when their opponent raises their guard. This works against Peter Yan because Peter likes to raise the high guard when someone comes in with punches and look for a counter, and then obviously Merab will just shoot for his legs. But against Sean, we saw how it went for Aljo. If someone comes in like that against Sean, he's going to step back and he's going to pop them over the head with the right hand. And I think that's what's going to happen to Merab. The longer he's on the feet with Sean, the more dangerous it is for Merab Dvalishvili. You know, it's not like he has a crazy chin, like it's decent. And Sean's really powerful, and Merab just like isn't good on the feet. So Sean O'Malley round 2, maybe round 1 KO. And you know, I think if Merab gets hurt, I saw Guru saying this, if Merab gets hurt, they're going to stop it. Like, they might stop it early because they want Sean to win. They don't want someone with the style of Merab to just get like a smudge victory on this big event that's meant to be all hype, you know, and they want to get clips. They want to get Sean his highlight reel KO. If it goes to a close decision, I think they're more likely to pick Sean, even if Merab should have won. So I'm going to go with Sean O'Malley via KO. Alright, those were my predictions for UFC 306 at the Sphere. If you did enjoy the video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel, because I am a small channel right now, I need to grow. Maybe comment down below who you think is going to win if you disagree with me. I'm totally fine with that. So yeah, in a bit lads.